Welcome to Healing You with Gloria. I'm here with Gloria Lybecker, and I'm Gloria's co-host, Gail Donohue. And I have something that I really would like to discuss with you today, Gloria. Looking at this as we wind down the summer season, and
Mhm.
I'm reflecting on the last couple of months. I've had a lot of good things happening. A lot of things related to seeing family, being with family, doing some traveling. They've all been good things, but I'm also feeling some regret in that I haven't been able to focus as much on accomplishing things or following through with things in the way that I had anticipated I would do at the beginning of the summer.
Yeah.
So I just wonder, what are your thoughts about that?
Mm.
And maybe you've got some things that I can look at and can support me more with it.
Yeah, I love that focus. And there's a lot of people that are in the midst of that transition in their lives. Um, I don't think that people realize how often transitions are happening. The transition of your focus from one thing to another thing, but still kind of maintaining the thread to the first focus.
Mhm.
So as we move through life, as we can develop practices that support us to recognize and stay aware of what we're focusing on, there's just so many gazillion things that are there, but our unique system has been trained through our life experience to determine what's important to focus on and what are we going to ignore. And so it's really truly a practice of paying attention to our focus in order to develop the ability, the capacity to tune into where we're going to choose to focus. And so there are choices or an ability to make a choice that allows us to begin navigating where, I don't know, there's an analogy that just popped up for me. So it's like when I first learned how to ride a horse or to be one with a horse, to even maybe do ground long lining with a horse, it'd be like with one horse. Could I even lead one horse other than just myself? And then when I've learned how to do that, and then I could actually develop the skill where I could be with more than one horse. I've seen people out there that are astonishing to me, where they will stand on the back of one horse and they'll have like 8 horses and they are all in tune with that one person. Well, that person is a master at their craft, at their passion of what they love. They've developed the capacity to pay attention to the nuances in their life and to stay engaged with more than one thing at a time, but not to lose track of their balance to their own center.
Mm.
So, in my experience, I find that I can get knocked off of my center by the conditioning I experienced when I was young. And it shows up and it drives my behavior now. I'm
Well,
wondering how
it's
that
funny,
is for you.
yeah, because as you're saying that, what came to my mind was, oh yes, of course, some of the things that I've been learning and practicing, we are so conditioned to focus on what's wrong or what's not good enough or what is not happening. And I had a recognition of, okay, that's where sometimes you can get drawn off and spend some time there when you were making some choices. If you're looking at it and staying centered with what was true to your heart, where would you want to make the choice of where your focus would go?
Yeah. Yeah. And I want to acknowledge that when our attention gets diverted like that by these past experiences that we've had, because our body, our system is designed so that we'll survive this experience in life. And the reason we focus on what's quote negative is so that we don't get caught unawares. And so when we learn patterns, then we start to assume that pattern is going to keep happening. And we actually start to put our life energy into that quote negative pattern that keeps us spiraling in that or oscillating back to it. No matter how far ahead we get, it's like a rubber band that pulls us right back. And there it happened again. And it really it deeply embeds the belief systems that we were imprinted with. When we
Right.
begin to recognize that and slow down and stop and acknowledge the truth of what's happening in our body in the moment.
In the moment. That's the key. In the moment. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, because it's a really big force. If you in that moment when it feels like, no, I can't stop, I can't stop, I got to do this. In that moment, when you can actually, on a scale of 0 to 100, how much power is in that? I mean, it's a no joke number.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so when you can harness that power, again, it's like this magnificent horse. I love
Yeah.
horses. The power, the majesty in that horse is being diverted into the shadow when you can begin to recognize that without blaming it, but learn how to steer it, learn how to guide it
Yeah.
with gentle lightness, a light touch where it just ooh, starts to. Yeah, I just watched my horses do that the other day, and it's powerful. It's all with the intention, with the focus, with the alignment with life energy itself. Is so powerful and so beautiful. When you
Yeah.
begin to experience it, it's like, ooh, I didn't realize that was possible. And you want to do more.
Yeah. Thank you, Gloria. Just hearing you speak about it and hearing your passion about it and how true, it comes through your true alignment with what you focus on. That's been really helpful for me to get a reminder of that. So thank you so much.
Yeah, well, I just appreciate too you're continuing to journey with me, Gail. We all do need accompaniment with others, and I really treasure our friendship. And so
Thank-
I want to acknowledge for those viewers that are out there, do you have anyone in your life that is accompanying you? As you actually get diverted into those shadows, how are you getting to guide yourself back to what's in your heart? I encourage you, reach out to Gail, reach out to myself. We are here to support you and wishing you the best. I look forward to our next conversation.
Me too. Thank you.